Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
If you're actually watching it on Christmas Day.
Yes.
Hi, and welcome to our Christmas special episode in our Christmas week. It's day 2. You know, it's like the 12 days of Christmas, but we're not doing 12 days.
Oh, so we're doing, what's it, two
The first of, two turtle
doves.
doves, 2 yays and nays. Anyway, welcome to Sam's on Wrestling. We are here during our Christmas week. Thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to watch our episode from yesterday where we did our brackets of the best AEW moments of 2024. But it's Christmas Day, Sam. It's Christmas
We're
Day.
doing a cracker.
We're doing a cracker. This is a genuine cracker. I don't actually know what's in it. Cracker. Oh,
Yay! I'm so good at crackers.
I never win crackers.
I always win I know the technique.
Well, this is old. This is just
That sounds like a bomb.
dynamite.
It's AEW dynamite.
Wow, Jesus. What have you won?
What
Genuinely,
have I
What
won?
you
I'm so
got?
happy. I've won my first
Cracker.
cracker of
I
the
genuinely,
day.
what we got? So you got your hat. Oh, you got a tape measure.
I've got- Always useful.
You can measure the pythons. Oh my god, it goes to 24 inches.
What do you need?
The 24-inch pythons is genuinely like it's 25 inches. You can measure the pythons.
And I do like to measure the
Right,
python.
apparently, this is how thick Hogan thinks his muscles were back in the 80s. There you go, the 24-inch pythons.
I wouldn't be half surprised, to be fair. I think it's bigger than my muscles.
Shall we read the joke?
We can.
We'll read the joke.
Oh, I've not. Oh, here's my hat.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, sorry.
What's yellow and jumps from cake to cake?
Mold.
Tarzipan. I've never heard that one before.
Video's been ruined.
Anyway, what are you wondering what we're going to do on Christmas Day? We are talking about Christmas TV specials on Raw, SmackDown, TNA, and all that jazz when they have episodes around Christmas time. And we're going to yay and nay them, the pros and the cons of Christmas specials. So we want to know, what are your positives, what are your negatives about episodes and the things they do on Christmas around the Christmas Day. But before we get into our positives and our negatives, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Sam's on Wrestling. And let's find out what we think are the positives and the negatives of wrestling kind of festivities sort of thing.
You know, and now I'm wearing this hat. I've almost got this crave. I'm
Turkey's
salivating.
ready.
I need the roast potatoes. I need them.
It's not happening.
It's like, no.
We are filming this just before Christmas. Some of you may have guessed. It's not actually Christmas Day.
It's such a mind meld. It's like, what's going on? Where's my turkey?
I mean, it's like a couple of weeks away, so calm it down a little bit.
No, I will not calm down.
Sam, would you like to kick us off? What would you like to start? Would you like to start with a positive or a negative of like wrestling at Christmas?
It's Christmas. I think we should start positive.
Okay,
I think
fair
we
enough.
We should be happy. And you know what I will say about Christmas episodes? I like a bit of variety in my wrestling. I think, oh, this is a Christmas episode. And I like fun, daft things. So I think the fact that it gives you a bit of variety, it's a bit different, and it gives the comedy characters something else to do. And you get some silly skits. And I think... And this kind of leads into a con in a minute, so I won't cover it too much. I think the fact that they're mainly very inconsequential.
That's literally what I've got kind of what you're saying.
We're going to go into it.
No one's watching.
No.
It's a bit of crack.
Exactly. That's what it is. I think you can almost lean into the fact that, yes, no one's watching. Let's just do a bit of silly stuff so that you can turn it on and have a bit of a laugh at Christmas. You're not going into, John Moxley's big heel turn whilst you're having your Christmas
You
dinner.
say that, but this year they've got a pay-per-view on the 28th of December. It's
AEW?
at World's End, yeah. So
what happens.
you actually don't know.
Yeah,
So
Christmas is done. It's done. Let's get back to the real world. Let's get back to the stories. Done with it.
So you said that leads on to a con. What's that leading on to a con?
I've forgotten what it is. No, it leads on to the con, the fact that it is basically inconsequential.
It doesn't mean anything.
They are ultimately the most skippable episodes of the year.
And I don't want to be skipping things I enjoy. I do want to watch it. And that's the problem I have with it. It doesn't mean anything. So even though it's a bit of fun, it doesn't mean anything because you couldn't really do something.
You're not going to have a world title change, are you?
Can't do something big because someone might not be watching. But then again, this is the thing I said to you, I think AEW should make Christmas a big deal and go, come to watch us on Christmas over the Christmas point because we do something happens. You know, like the Raw after Mania? If you do something like that, people will come. So I think the reason people aren't watching is because, calm down, I think the reason people aren't watching is because they've never done anything.
And what you can also underestimate is that at Christmas, people are at home.
Yeah,
Like,
they are. They
so
could
you'll
watch.
usually like do something with your family during the day or in the evening, then you can sit down after and watch some wrestling because you've had a day of just lounging about and you're not doing your usual stuff. So I think it balances out as well.
Yeah.
But I do get your point. I just think it's very, very skippable. Very, very, very skippable.
But the thing is, you were saying a bit of crack. I love the fun Christmas party segments.
Yeah.
Or the skits. If they're
They're
going to
really
do it,
fun.
I love the parties more than anything. Like 2002, I remember they did one, they were exchanging gifts. I remember Billy and Chuck exchanged their headband that said each other's names.
Great,
and
the
that's
character
really
stuff.
fun. Yeah, you could, like, think about John Cena's Halloween, for example. He got to do the rap. It's the same principle. You can do stuff. At Christmas, you can do the skits and you can do the fun things.
And you know what, as well? It's a storytelling device. If you look at like sitcoms or TV series, they'll have Christmas episodes,
yeah.
but stuff will happen in the Christmas episodes
do.
around Christmas.
Yeah.
So you can still do storylines.
I find it quite confusing. And just on the con though of the skits, someone always dresses up like Santa and always gets beaten up.
Or run over.
Or run over. But they weren't a wrestler. But it's like every single time we have to do a I'm Bubba
Mick
Ray
Foley.
it's somebody is always dressed as Santa every year. You know, I used to love it at the end of Survivor Series, which was in November, and because they didn't have any pay-per-views afterwards, Santa would come out, it starts snowing in the ring, and you're like, it's November, lads. He's like celebrating with Bret Hart or Lex Luger, and you're like, just chill it out, stop it, calm it down. But I hate the dressed as Santa thing. I really do.
I get it.
The only time I enjoyed it is when they do like Santa versus bad Santa versus good Santa.
Why have we not had our truth get the wrong holiday?
Oh,
How have we not had it?
I don't know.
Well, maybe.
He comes in with an Easter egg.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
No, he comes in with the golden egg.
The golden egg. Or Thanksgiving, or you know what I mean? Just. Well, and another thing I like the slammies for this because I think the slammies are often wasted. I think we'll debate this massively.
It's going to be green and red.
Yeah.
The slammies, I hate the slammies.
I love the slammies.
I hate the slammies.
I think they can be used much better than they are.
If the slammies were actually fan voted,
yeah,
then I'd be in favour.
But I think you can use them as a storytelling device. The Shawn Michaels Undertaker feud started from the
That's
slammies.
the only time I've actually liked it.
Because that's the only time they've used it. You can do like little comedy stuff. I like unique episodes where you can use different storytelling devices and it's unique and it's memorable. Unfortunately, with most of these episodes, it's just meh. And almost the writers have a day off, ultimately.
Yeah, so should we actually talk about some of the episodes that were specifically good? Because I've actually got two that are very, very specific episodes that were excellent. So first of all, I'm thinking DX Christmas in 1997. They did a storyline, Sam. And they were coming out and they weren't wearing a lot because it's DX and, you know, they're getting all naked. Shawn is the European champion and the WWE champion. And they come out and Sergeant Slaughter's in the rivalry with them because they keep making jokes. And he goes, well, you're not going to, make the jokes when you go one-on-one tonight for the European Championship. And Triple H essentially goes, that's not fair. I mean, I don't want to ruin Shawn's Christmas by winning the title. Essentially, like, what? So then spend the rest of the night trying to get China on each other's side. They're wearing China's shirts, like to curry favour. And then they get to the match. They do one move, Shawn goes back, and then Triple H runs the ropes about 10
No, I've
times.
seen that.
And then pins him, and then so Triple H is massively celebrating winning the European title, and Shawn's like distressed. They sell it immediately. They don't, usually when someone wins, they get up and hug together,
Yeah.
but they actually sell it. It's hilarious fun, and that's how you do Christmas.
Yeah.
That's it. But I have a more favourite Christmas episode,
Dear.
and we're not in WWE.
Oh.
We're in TNA. And TNA just went balls to the wall.
TNA and Christmas is an oxymoron.
No,
Two
so
very different vibes.
They did two things that just worked, right? Which one should I go with? I'll go with the normal Christmassy. Eric Young had a Christmas party. And they literally had people coming in and out, and they did loads of funny skits, and it was really hilarious. Because it's filmed in, Florida and near the Hollywood and all that stuff. Not Hollywood. The Universal Studios.
Yes.
They actually got like a set, and they look like a house, like a sitcom set. And they're coming in and doing loads of funny skits.
I've heard of this, yes.
But that's not the reason I care about it. They just went hardcore matches.
Nice.
And because it's not WWE, where the hardcore matches are like, I'm hitting you with a candy cane,
Yes.
they had a barbed wire Christmas tree.
Awesome.
Like,
That's what wrestling's about.
They literally had, I can't remember who the random general manager was. I think it was like Matt Morgan for some reason for the day. Like, it literally made no sense. Comes out and like, oh, by the way, we're going to have a cage match, an hardcore match, and this match, and this match. And they're like, what?
Blowing the budget on GM mode.
Yeah, literally. It was GMO 2006. I actually think it is in 2006, actually. And they just went, every match is a hardcore match. And they had a barbed wire Christmas tree. Could you imagine that being your Christmas?
Fantastic.
I loved it. And that's how you do. Those 2 episodes are what I think of when I think Christmas episodes, in terms of the whole episode getting it right. The matches were inconsequential, but they were hardcore matches. They were fun, they were silly, they were short.
I think that's what you do.
Yeah.
I think you make these Christmas episodes. It's like, you know, when you have that one day off in school, when everything happened, you come back in and it's like there's been a fight on the playground and everything's gone on. That's what you need to make it. You need to make it, okay, storyline wise, overall, long term, not that big, but you miss some cracking entertainment,
make it
nonsense,
fun,
off the wall
make it
stuff.
Really daft.
You've got license to be daft, and being daft is always good in wrestling. I think.
Do you have anything else next to you'd like to say? So I've given you a couple of episodes that I really, really, really enjoyed.
I think there's the element of it being pre-recorded sometimes. I think it's nice for wrestlers.
Now I'm going to throw this out there. I hate that people complain that it's pre-recorded.
Agreed.
I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
If you are there, and I know there are people, thankfully actually it's been more positive than negative, because WWE have had a lot of pre-recorded this year. They give them Thanksgiving off, they give them Christmas off, and people going, oh, pre-recorded, I'm going to find out the results, people are going to give away results. Don't look. I'm literally, essentially do wrestling journalism, effectively, but I'm not really. I'm on the Twitter, I'm on X, I'm on, Blue Sky. Come and follow us. Sam's on wrestling. Yeah, we're on Blue Sky as well. Yeah,
on everything.
We're followed by Matthew at Botchamania.
Oh, hi Matthew.
Hi Matthew.
Big fan.
Yeah, we actually really do love Matthew at Botchamania, and so like, I'm on these all the time, and you can easily avoid it. It's not difficult to avoid it. It's not. And also not everyone posts about it. Yeah. It's really not that hard to avoid it. And I want my wrestlers to have... We literally complained for years and years and years that Vince was killing them and, grinding them into the ground. And now suddenly Triple H doesn't. And everyone's like, no, I hate pre-recorded. No.
Well, I'm kind of in the middle in terms of... So I completely agree with your point. But as an entertainment value, I go... Yes, I agree with it being pre-recorded, but it's slightly less entertainment value, especially sometimes when they edit stuff in. They chime in cheers, and I can tell this is like a SmackDown from the mid-2000s.
Why is it the same cheer?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
The same cheer.
It's like, surely you could be more imaginative, or just do it as if it was live. Just literally broadcast it, unless there's some ridiculous error. Just broadcast it as if it was live.
Such the Kevin Dunn scream, isn't it?
Live mix it and go home.
Yeah.
Just put it up, schedule the upload. Yeah. And just go. I don't stuff.
I actually have schedule. And they once wrestled on Christmas Day.
Yes, it was in 2019 or
something like that. And that's the one that annoyed me the most. What? They wrestled on Christmas Day.
My brain's just going, who's going? Who's going?
They had a full arena, I think. At least on one side. I cannot believe that they wrestled Christmas Day.
No, neither can I.
And as much as that it doesn't matter to us in the grand scheme of things, we're human beings who want human beings.
I'd have failed a drug test. Get out of that for 30 days.
Remember, you have to do
Christmas,
bad.
New Year.
You have to do bad. You know what did Eva Maria pay for? It was like ADHD meds. Whatever. Sorry about that.
Whatever.
I hated the fact they wrestled on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
I hate it. But I actually got one very similar to what you're saying. You say pre-recorded, but you grew up from like 2008 onwards. Do you know what my Christmas episodes were? If they didn't have a Christmas episode that was like on the 20th, so if it actually turned up on the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, they'd have a clip show. It'd be matches from like WrestleMania and all this jazz. That was worse. So when you're making the 10-year-old not watch, then you've got a problem. Yeah, I hated that it was clip shows.
Well, why? They taped SmackDown at the time, so how hard of a concept is it to just tape Raw?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know what was going on there, but yeah, they used to do tape shows, and they did it from Raw and SmackDown. That was the one that used to bug me. I have a couple more positives, a couple more pros, a couple more yays, as it were. Del Rio once threw a teddy bear at John Cena.
Have we got that?
I'm sorry, that's just hilarious. Because it was, do you know what? I don't like Del Rio. But the moment of him opening the box, because there were weapons inside the box, and he looks at Rodriguez, who I think might have given him the Christmas present, and he takes out the teddy, and turns at Cena after looking at the teddy, and just shoves it. That's what we mean by have the crack.
Yes.
That's what we mean by have the crack.
Exactly.
If you're going to do these stupid matches, because the problem is, I think sometimes when they go, we're going to have a Nightmare on Christmas Street, and these shit, and then they just have a kind of real hardcore match or half comedy.
Yeah.
And you're like, because this is where I'm leading to another negative. Has a heel ever won?
But it's Christmas.
They
Sam.
never win, and that's the problem I have with it. If you are going to have matches, even for matches for the crowd, the heel never wins. So now, not only is it inconsequential, the entertainment gets dropped a little bit because it becomes predictable. You're still laughing at Del Rio with the teddy bear.
I'm laughing at how much we're analysing Christmas.
It's Christmas Day!
They're like, oh, well, the plausibility of the heel winning isn't quite there, so I'm not, like, what are we doing?
Okay, do you want me to have more fun then?
Go on.
My favourite ever moment from a Christmas episode, I've actually got it written down because I'm going to have to read it out, is The Rock.
The Rock.
SmackDown 2001. Take a guess who he's in a TV feud with.
Oh, he's going to be feuding. Well, it's just after the invasion. No, Booker T's feuding with... Is it Jericho?
No, TV feud, I said, Sam. So a TV feud doesn't make the pay-per-view.
Oh, no, I just thought he was feuding with them on TV in the Wrestle pay-per-view.
No, I mean, a TV feud is literally just it's what annoyed Punk, because he was going to be seen as P.
Test or someone.
Test is exactly who it is!
Got it! No, I'm not being funny. I had no idea.
No, he did not!
Random name just pulled.
No, Sam, no one thinks you're that good an actor. Right, he literally it was on the 20th, so just into the Christmas episodes, he was on SmackDown, and he came on and went, I'm going to sing the 12 days of Christmas, but went of Test. And he goes, on this night when Test faces the Great One, this is what he'll sing. That's how he sang, by the way. 12 sharpshooters stinging, 11 eyebrows raising, 10 spines are busting, 9 noggins knocking, 8 kicks are kicking, 7 punches punches, 6 suplex smashing, 5 seconds of the people chanting the Rock's name.
Have I actually
Rocky, Rocky King. That's more than 5 seconds. 4 rock bottoms, 3 people's elbows on your 2 buck teeth, and an ass kicking all over New Orleans. Yes!
Yeah. I think I might
Who wrote that?
Amazing.
Because it's the best. Yes, I've got it written down.
Amazing.
Because it's the best thing. I absolutely loved it. I do have 2 more nays, and I've got 1 more yay.
Go on.
So I'll go with the 2 nays. Hornswoggle got the gift of speech on a Christmas episode.
I think that's an awesome miracle.
No, I think that's the worst thing that's ever happened in wrestling, Hornswoggle being able to talk. I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to talk. Don't, because it just made storylines happen with Hornswoggle. No.
It's not doing a nice thing.
I have a negative.
Go on.
I grew up in the age of 2002, 3, 4. The women.
I immediately knew what you were going to say.
It was always doing some sort of naughty or nice match or some sort of Christmas lingerie. Hated it. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so glad I live in 2024. AEW got to be a bit careful because every now and then they do a thing that's not like that, but they do like girls kissing or they shake the boot, and that's like, oh look, you know, 14-year-olds. It's like, don't do that. Calm it. Don't do that. But my actual biggest yay, and it's actually more of a serious yay, actually. Tribute to the Troops became a massive Christmas thing. It was the episode that they did, and I think that's really, really nice as a concept. I mean, we don't massively have that kind of connection to like our troops in kind of this country necessarily, outside of like
it's a shame.
Remembrance Day and stuff. But I do respect Americans for, you know, respecting the people who give their time and stuff.
With wars and whatever.
That's down to you.
Down
I
to
don't,
the soldiers.
and I don't care for it. I don't want it. I think why can't we all just, you know, like
but
each
it's
other?
Not down to the people on the ground.
And I used to love that they went to Iraq. I think that's some, you know, Vince did some weird things, but every now and then he did things like that that were very, you know, brave. You know, they actually went to, you know, Iraq or Afghanistan or wherever they were stationed at the time. They've obviously gone away from that and gone to the arena. I actually like the tribute to the troops as an episode, and I think that really works. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Christmas Day, talking about the positives. So what we want to know is, what's your yays and nays of Christmas? Have you had an argument with your uncle yet who's come in drunk? Has the turkey been overcooked? Or do you just have a perfect Christmas?
No one has a perfect Christmas.
I have a perfect Christmas. Every year.
She's not here, you know. She's not watching.
I hate Christmas. Bomb. I have a dinosaur Christmas jumper. I cannot hate Christmas.
That is true. I do like
I'm going to wear this just so everyone knows. I'm wearing this for every Christmas episode and I don't care. Thank you very much for joining. What do you think of our yays and nays of our Christmas specials? Yes, we've taken Christmas too seriously, but I don't care. Thank you very much for joining us. Please join us for the rest of the week, because tomorrow on Boxing Day, we are going to be doing our WrestleMania 41 predictions. It's a Sam versus Sam episode at Christmas. It's Boxing Day. Let's find out who will predict WrestleMania 41 the best. But thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody else. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you tomorrow, hopefully, but next time. Bye-bye. I can't believe you beat me for a cracker. And you get a
That's the
tape
one
measure.
Sam versus Sam I've won recently.
Do you want a point?
Yes.